Hello. It is Friday, August 22nd. My daily peak run. I don't know what I plan to do with this. Maybe I'll just keep it to myself, but kind of want to just do it as a way to start doing things more by myself. Like to say maybe lessen the comfort of other people. I think something that I maybe not struggle, but something I do is that I definitely feel more comfortable doing things when it's more seen by other people. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep this one to myself. But a goal of mine today is to keep talking as much as I can by myself. Which is interesting. I don't know if this will be seen by anyone. At least for now. Filmed the test one yesterday. Test one, I say. Really just a peak run with me and my friend. I don't know if you can hear my AC in the background. That is something I'm worried about. That I will need to be sitting here in a non-air conditioned room for the better or worst part of an hour. Just kind of sitting on my computer playing a video game about climbing. I don't know, something about this game. I think I was a little late to the I guess craze about this game. I don't know, craze. Things don't really go viral anymore. I think I say I grow up. I'm still growing for sure. Definitely not too old. But I was someone who grew up in the internet age, which I think many Gen Z people, I don't know if people will try to figure out my identity. I'll try to keep talking to the mic. But I think Gen Z is in a very interesting point in history, especially technological history. A lot of big innovations and a lot of changes. But continuing on virality, I think this game, I don't know, it's one of those, I used to say friend slop, if you like using terms like that, where it's something maybe people expect to last for a few weeks and stuff, and then they either the developers don't put as much time into the game, or people just kind of lose interest, which they do naturally as poisonous. It's very interesting to see how things move very quickly nowadays. Maybe not to be like that guy, but very Fahrenheit 451-esque, where things are getting shorter. People are on TikTok, short form video, TikToks, reels, shorts, they're all over the place. It's very interesting to see kind of how that's changing nowadays. That's why I don't know if this long form content thing, I say content, I think I need to kind of move away from that mindset when doing something like this, where it's like I need to focus on the creation of it more. I feel like I guess now you can call it performative. I'll just be dropping terms you can use this as a little glossary of random internet terms that maybe they need to learn it. Drink this now. But yeah, everything's moving so differently. I feel like it's interesting to think of a time before me where there was no there's a magic bean, I'll take that. There was no kind of like widespread internet like this, where we can just kind of post a video. We have these like crazy algorithms. I sound like someone that doesn't use the internet very often, but I think it's fun. It's very refreshing to try to think of new perspectives and maybe how if things were different, how would you react? I think that's fun. I think that's how so I'm also thinking of how films, like when I was watching A New Hope on Disney Plus, granted, so it's with the new additions. I say new. The additions were added before I was born, I suppose, but additions by George Lucas to the original Star Wars movies. I kept asking myself, how did they do this shot when, and in reality it was added a lot later. But still, I think when you think of like time periods, it's really crazy, and how kind of interesting it is to think in big periods like that. I have no clue if I can make this climb. I think for this, I want to strive to do as little restarts as I can. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'd like it more to be less of like a playthrough, more of a, as you could say, experience. However you want to take that. Maybe this could be something like therapeutic for someone one day. Maybe for me. But oh, I don't know why I haven't. Okay. I kind of cooked it and just kind of left it in the inventory. Yeah, I think big. I think it's fun, especially just having long form content just kind of in the background. At least for me, it helps me just kind of have something, maybe white noise, in the background. But I find that I can imagine that it takes away from the content if it's just in the background. So I don't know, maybe that'll happen to me. Maybe if I upload this will be someone's white noise. But I'm gonna try to stray away from long pauses. Or maybe, dude, what if I get put on like a bar? What if someone puts this on in the background, they just watch me climb? And I'm like little B-roll footage. I think that'd be fun. So we've made it to the first peak, or first checkpoint, I suppose. Try to get as much energy. I don't know if this won't even reach anyone, or if I'll upload it. I was also thinking of titles. I was thinking I could put the date. The date would be funny, or just put like a one word. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I think I'll put this in here. Put this in. Let's cook this thing. Nice. I like how it's this very deep, almost black color. It's very interesting. Oh shit! I need to cook this. Very important to cook this. You know, I'll cook that apple that I have, or the crisp berry. That's not it. I guess I'll be jumping around. I don't think I'm expecting this to be very cohesive when I'm talking. That the no AC and that fact that I will be moving in a month. I guess I'll say off for college. It's kind of surreal. I don't really feel it yet. I feel like I'm definitely more of a person who thinks about it after rather than before. I'm definitely, oh shoot. I'd say I'm imaginative, but I think it's a lot of stuff is gonna be new. Very excited for roommates. Maybe not excited. I'm very interested. I'm open. I'm very open to the idea for sure. I don't really know how roommates will be. Just because I've never really. Well, I mean maybe. I've definitely had to share a room with some people. Went to Japan earlier this summer. Very fun. Maybe I could tell that one day on here. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe in a year from now. Very fun. I think traveling is very awesome. If you have the opportunity to, I know I sound like some type of rich, but if you can, you should travel. Traveling, I think it opens up to new perspectives. Well, obviously, traveling is more than just going somewhere. It's a lot more than just kind of moving towards the direction that you want to go to, if that makes sense. I don't know. Sounds stupid when saying that, but drop the apple. I'll just eat the apple. So, also, if anyone's wondering, no, I'm not. This is not my first time playing this game. I've just done all 7 ascents, which it actually ties into an idea I want to do. Maybe if this goes any further. Why are these all poisonous? An idea I want to do where maybe it's like the daily crossword, where the difficulty kind of ramps up throughout the week. Okay, so today would be Friday. Maybe I could do ascent 6, and then tomorrow do 7. Yes, I said those numbers in that in the order. Yeah, I think that'd be very interesting, but I think I kind of like how I'm definitely moving through this on autopilot. I'm not using much of my brain to get through this. Hopefully I'm not exhausting my brain here, or exhausting through topics that I could possibly be talking about. But I guess it comes down to, well, what I've done on that day. So hopefully this doesn't get too boring for anyone. I don't know if there's ever maybe more than just me. Maybe I'll just upload this straight to YouTube. I don't know. But I'd like a return to form. I would say long form content. I don't think I really live that long enough to be like, I miss when content was like long. I don't know. It's also interesting to think about commercial breaks. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like it's such a weird, different, almost a thing of the past where like cable and stuff. I grew up with cable, so it's not like it's very not like 100% like foreign to me. But it's something that's very different nowadays. I feel like ads are weirdly a thing it's overlooked. Where how sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm focusing on climbing this, but ad breaks were like 5 minutes, which is like kind of crazy to say. Like they were 5 minutes long, where it relatively it's really long now. You know, people watch things that are only like a minute, and which is crazy. And a minute now gets you money. I know maybe not a lot, I'd say, but because of how things are, like with TikTok, Creator Fund, you just need a minute, and that's what makes you money. Where growing up, I'd always hear about 10 minutes. 10 minutes was like the time YouTubers would try to get their videos to get money, and it's really crazy to like see this kind of change. I can't imagine for people who are actually who actually make content for a living, where they really feel it in real time. Or I'm more or less an observer, seeing that what's it called? That content has just become such a short medium, and I myself also am really comfortable with it. I think some things that take up a lot of time are uncomfortable to a lot of people. I think nowadays, maybe just because I'm getting older too, time feels a lot more of a commitment than than it was before. Like just doing something, going out, I'm always worried about like, how long will this take? I need to get back. I need to sleep. I want to go back to feeling comfort in these like short form videos. But these short form videos, I find myself taking a lot more of my day, a lot more time of my day watching short form. Like say I go out for an hour, I'm like, cool, now I want to go back home, maybe look at a few videos for a little bit. But that little bit is like 2 hours, and that's just like doom scrolling. Which I don't know. Maybe I'm just telling my problem to not even a camera, just my computer screen and a microphone. But I feel like that's I can imagine this is a very similar, maybe not problem, but habit of many other people, where we get engrossed into our phones, but also trying that, and because phones are super useful, we can kind of just do everything on them now. Maybe not now. I guess they've always been like that. But oh, that reminds me. I wasn't much of a phone user. Okay, I definitely had an iPad as a kid. I was on that thing all the time, but whenever I needed to turn off the phone, I was able to turn off the phone. I'd like to say I'm much like that now, but I think as time goes on, like like TikTok and stuff keeps evolving, very minimally, but I think if you try to notice it, you will. I find myself on my phone a lot more, in front of other people, and it's kind of crazy. Definitely I see this in my own friend group, which is kind of funny. I don't know if I'll probably send it in the Discord. I don't know if anyone will get this far watching me, but it's all, maybe even more just in my friend group. It's eventually someone stops talking, it turns into phones, and I think another part of this no talking. Dude, can this rain stop? I'd like to climb. Another part of this phone thing is that I think people are becoming a lot more comfortable with not talking. People have kind of they're more comfortable just kind of scrolling. But I feel like before, when like TikTok and stuff, maybe it's just YouTube before, people were mainly on YouTube, people didn't trust TikTok as much. People find more comfort in kind of just escaping what's in front of them and just going onto their phone. Which I don't mean to sound, I'm realizing this entire video has kind of transformed into me just talking about phones. But I think that's a good starting point for me, at least. I definitely, especially like a few hours ago, I had to go do something real quick and then come back. And now I'm here. But before that, I was just kind of scrolling. I was scrolling for an hour. I was scrolling for maybe 2 hours because I didn't know what to do with my time. When there are things that I could be doing that would be a lot more productive, would probably get me further. Maybe not further. Further is very vague, but it would definitely be very productive for me. I'm gonna bring this. I'll click the airline food first. Very productive for me to do things do better things with my time, but it's definitely comfortable to kind of scroll, kind of numb your brain, which is a little scary to think. That. Let's see. Let me think of a different topic. It's kind of things I could say. I feel like I need stories. I need to prep stories. I could use this time to kind of like, just like talk about random stories, tell people things, maybe make things up. I think that's kind of funny. I definitely say I'm a rather honest person. I try not to kind of make things up, especially for like maybe I'd like to say, I don't want to say attention, because I think that's a rather demeaning term. I think people often do it not out of malice, which would be which I think kind of saying attention has kind of become people who want attention. I think it's rather safe. I need to stop saying that. I don't know if that's annoying. Maybe you could take a shot every time I say I think. But I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Malice. Making things up. I don't really do that too much. I think people who do it, maybe they try to fulfill their own kind of fantasy of an event, maybe make it more fantastical than it actually is, which is, I almost said it. something that a lot of hold on. I'm stressed about the blizzard coming. But people definitely do make things up. Yes. I've run my talking point. I'm so focused on climbing right now. Sorry, I'm gonna lock in for a little bit. Use the you can use the climbing sounds as ASMR. But oh, I was gonna tell my own story. I'll try not to make things up. I promise. So, one day, dude, middle school, 7th grade, which is before COVID. It was actually like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. I'm being a little doofus. I can't climb right now. Okay, there you go. I'll let this thing burn out. So, on my way home, I got a new bike for Christmas. So it was, you can pin my age if you can. It was Christmas of 2019, so it was going into 2020. I was going home. I made it like I was trying to cross the street. I was like waiting for some cars to pass by. It was like a little street. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like an alleyway street. Car pulls up. I was like got off my bike to just walk it because I'm like I don't need a bike this whole way. Then the car just kind of ran over the front wheel. I was too stunned. This kind of ties into me being like I didn't have my phone because it was in my backpack, like middle pocket. I don't know if things are JanSport. I don't know the name. I don't know models like that. I feel like I should get on that. It was like is in that like middle pocket in the middle of the backpack, that tiny pocket. And I should have got like a photo of the license plate. People were telling me that, but I was genuinely too stunned, and the car just kind of drove away. Never knew nothing about it. But I got a new bike, and I need to fix that for college, which is crazy to think. I have returned to the bike, same bike I've been using since I haven't used since middle school. I will now use it for college, which is maybe that gets people teary-eyed. Maybe time is definitely a scary thing. I think for myself, definitely when I was a lot younger, that was kind of scary, thinking about time. Just something that I think was just something you have to live with. I think the more you dwell on things, it's kind of like, yeah, it's gonna happen, but you really, at what point are you gonna keep kind of pondering over things instead of acting? I say that when I just talked about me doom scrolling for maybe the better part of like a half hour. I do not know where to go on this mountain. So I did know it was an alpine. I can't believe the last 2 days were alpine. That's kind of frustrating. I did somehow get the golden crown. Oh, excuse me. I somehow got the golden crown, which is what you get for getting all the achievements, but I don't have all the achievements, so I'm missing one. But I'm assuming maybe they're granting it to people because they know that it's kind of a BS achievement right now. Considering we've only got a legit tomb about twice in the Mesa's lifespan of the game, which is where I started. We had like I maybe played on the one day that it was out. I don't know. But I've been meaning to play this game. I think climbing, maybe just hiking. I don't know about climbing. Maybe this will get me into rock climbing. I think that's kind of a ridiculous story. Maybe you meet like maybe you're at the climbing gym. You're at a V5. Some guys are like, hey man, what are you? I don't know. I'm making stuff up. I don't know what a climbing gym looks like. But maybe you meet a guy. You're like, hey man, what got you into climbing? And then you're like, yeah, it's a video. I got it from a video game. And then maybe he looks at you in disgust. Because like, why the hell are you doing a sport from a video game? But I don't know. I maybe wouldn't think that way, but because if I do start climbing, it probably because of this video game. Oh, that's a geyser. But yeah, climbing. I think it's something fun. I like connecting with nature. I think that is one of the reasons, or like something that is gonna pushed me through my major at college, which I will not say because I don't really. But I really like nature. I think it's very inspiring, which I know I'm saying this without elaborating. I think nature is one of the things you kind of just have to be there, which is kind of funny to say. You just kind of have to be there to experience nature and take the time to appreciate it. Especially since nowadays I'd like to avoid maybe talking about political stuff, but definitely something that's being taken away from in the government, something that's not as being focused on, despite it being you know, nature being something that we have to coexist with as humans. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get into more philosophical stuff, but more or less, I'm kind of just practicing talking right now. I think talking is a great skill. Oh, let's eat these. Let's climb up here. So, I don't know. I'd like to maybe make this as some sort of like, way to connect to community. I don't know if this will catch anyone's eyes. This will just kind of stay here. But I definitely like to like answer questions and stuff, or like maybe like present ideas about things. I don't know if that sounds a little self-righteous. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Try to not step on that thing so you guys can actually see something happen on the screen. We got blinded like about twice yesterday on the run, but I hated yesterday's seed. That was probably the worst seed so far. It was just not. It was not fun. What do I got in here? No, do I know if this will go anywhere? No. I don't think I really care much. I'd like to get as far as I can so I can keep talking for about an hour. I think an hour would be a good mark. Well, I mean that's about how long it takes to finish this game. But yeah, I really hate this biome. I really do. It's not fun. Maybe because I joined on the mesa. Maybe I missed out on the OG hype of the alpine. But considering it's got a really weird gimmick that's kind of annoying, more than anything, rather than the mesa. I think the mesa one, it kind of challenges you to really like figure out a way. But this one, it's kind of just like it just pushes you over. You kind of just like go right or like go left into a corner and then just kind of sit there and do nothing. I don't know. I think it's not a very fun. It doesn't feel as rewarding as like being able to. Holy shit! Oh my god. Let's do this. I lost all my stamina, guys. Trust me, I'm not bad. I just it's the map. It's the map. Let me focus on climbing. I'll probably be more silent near the end in the kiln. Especially since I don't really have anything to talk about right now. But yeah, I think I'd like to put more effort into things. I feel like I have been coasting by without doing a lot, which I think it's maybe a little disingenuous to say. I think I'm glad where I'm going, but I definitely think I'm grateful, but I could be doing more, and I think that's less of a shit. Trying to not die. I wish I had that piton right now. I think we just go this way. I don't know. I think this is a very fun game. It's very, very not inducing, but it definitely engages your brain, kind of puzzles and stuff. But it also kind of it also ties in with just nature. Like you know, they could have done a climbing game. Well, I think that'd be a little stupid to do climbing where it's just like robots. Like if this game looked like Tron, I don't think anyone would really play it. But the fact that you know it's really fun, they have like a lot of biomes and stuff. It's really fun. I don't think it'd be fun to just kind of do a climb of my own. Maybe I could vlog it. I go somewhere. I don't know. I don't really know what to do around me, but you know that'd be kind of cool. Peak in real life. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like what if you met someone at a climbing gym and they just kept saying peak in real life all the time, which would probably be me. But yeah, I think that'd be a little funny, like just a tiny bit funny, but maybe not all the time. I think there's a limit. There's definitely a limit, and I said I think. Probably that whole time I was climbing up that. Oh, maybe I can figure out my tells. I don't know if I'll watch this over again. I don't know if I'll say anything that I will regret in the future. Maybe I'll be on my phone more and I'll be like, dude, phones are sick. You need to be on your phone more. And I don't know what I was preaching in the video. Hopefully I'm not. I don't sound like I'm preaching. That's one thing I hope I'm not doing, because that gets kind of exhausting, I can imagine, to a lot of people. I'd like some more energy though. Is that a vertical suitcase? Yes, it is. Very interesting. Okay. I don't know if today's is easy. I hope I don't die here. That'd be really embarrassing. Wait, I'm gonna cook these thick mints. Yeah, low key, maybe because I'm on the default difficulty. I don't know if I need these balloons. I don't know though. But yeah, I'd like to branch out to other games, but I don't know what kind of games I can just kind of like put on without being like, it just being like a playthrough. I feel like this one, it's kind of like a walk, just kind of walk and talk. You could, oh shit, maybe you can like maybe you could walk your dog. You can walk your dog and listen to this and be confused what the heck this guy is talking about and why I should even listen to him, considering he just said he scrolls on his phone. So I don't know, maybe you could be more active than me. Maybe you could use me as a way to be like, yeah, I'm better than this guy. I don't think I'll really like you if you do, but go ahead. You can kind of do whatever nowadays. Oh, anonymity on the internet, that's kind of crazy. I definitely take advantage of it a lot, but it's kind of interesting to know how anonymous people are, how people can just kind of like hide their whole lives away. This is a good joke. Ow, okay. But it's kind of interesting to see how people can just hide, do anything they really want, get away with it. But I think nowadays it's a little less. I think, brother, the internet definitely had a Wild West point. I don't think I lived in it. I don't think I lived that. Maybe at the tail end, but it's interesting. Interesting to see how the internet has evolved. Like, I feel like I'd maybe, if I was, not say I was born in the wrong generation, but you know, if I was me like 10 years ago, maybe I'd be, not 10 years ago, maybe 20, I'd probably look like a nerd, or I'd probably sound like a nerd. I'd probably be a nerd for being on the internet. I might be making things up about the internet, but it's probably true. It's interesting to see how the internet has really become ingrained in all of our lives. Like, growing up, again, I started with this. We're back. It's poetry. It rhymes. But growing up, I was definitely the one kid who was just kind of antisocial. Was always just didn't do anything. I really didn't do anything until I got home and just kind of looked at YouTube videos all day. But part of that was that I didn't connect with a lot of people. I don't even know. I wouldn't be able to say like this is what was popular when I was like a kid. Which I mean, I maybe can like infer, but I really don't think I really had the same, I wouldn't say experience, but yeah, oh shit, got a bird. I'd say times were definitely different. Times were different. And I was definitely different at the same time. Hopefully I'm not like, I'm so strange. I'm so different from everyone. But I think it's true. I was an outcast as a kid. And honestly, old videos, I say old, 10 years ago, videos like those, those are what inspired me right now to do this. Maybe just sitting alone, talking to a camera. I guess not a camera in my case, but yeah. I was watching this interview. I'll just say what it is. It was the Stand Show. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was The Yard. It was The Yard, which is the only thing I watch nowadays. That that's like consistent, but they're interviewing Dax Flame and they're talking about how how YouTube and the internet nowadays, people are just really making videos in hopes to like become an influencer, get a job through making videos. Something I definitely want to do, but yeah, it definitely puts into perspective how things have changed. I need to get off this rock. First of all, let's do this. So, go now. Hold on, stand. Where yeah, like content creation now is something that's viewed as a job or as a way to get income, where before a lot of people were just kind of focused on making something cool and then making money off of it, which, oh my god, I should get water. I will get water next time I do this, tomorrow or whenever I feel like it. I think I'd like to upload this. I don't know who it'll see. Maybe I'll go viral. Maybe I don't want to put any hashtags or anything. Maybe I'll put a hashtag on the YouTube video. It's not going on TikTok unless one day you could post like hour-long TikTok videos and someone puts me on their little car hold, their car hold register thing, air vent, and just puts me on in the background. I'll eat this marshmallow now. Like the rope cannon. Who did Magic Bean? These things got buffed. Let's do that. Oh, big. That's kind of big. I would like that. And I think just... Oh, this might be a waste. Maybe not. Hopefully not. I'm taking the spool, though. Little... Very light. Very light now. Let's just move on. What was I talking about? I don't remember. This is what I was talking about. I will definitely be focusing a lot more on the game from here on out. But thanks for anyone that got this far somehow. If anyone's even watching this. Dude, how long will it take to upload this to YouTube? I'm sorry. I think the mic peaked. It hurt my own ears. I'm so sorry. But... yeah, I don't know how long it'll even take to upload this, considering it'll be an hour. I think, does OBS say? I don't know where it says it. Yeah. I think I'll upload it. Maybe I'll unlist it or something. But I like to keep it kind of same day type of deal. And I was thinking, like, what are some, like, themes I can do? I'm a little bewildered. Okay, there you go. That's kind of weird. I feel like it normally doesn't take that long. Oh shoot! I gotta cook these. Gosh, I remember that. Oh, I said gosh. I remember the Superman movie. That was a good movie. I'd be like, yeah, dude. Someone talks to me. Yeah, I like the movie. I think a good part's explaining it. I think a lot of people don't. But people don't really like to explain why they like things, and it's definitely something that's changed where people just kind of like things, but they don't really have a reason to, which I think could possibly stem from how popularity influences it. Maybe something's this has been since the dawn of time. If something's popular, people will like it. Cavemen could agree. Any cavemen out there, please comment. But if something's popular, people will follow. People will like it because as I said at the beginning, people are comfortable when there are other people around, when they can give them validation on what they like, and to be like, yeah, this is something you can like, and I approve of it. Which I think something that I would like to seek. Well, I do already, but more is that why do I like it? Like, you know, besides maybe like, hey, all my friends like it. Because there's obviously something more than liking it. I'll maybe use a recent example for me. Recently, I've been getting back into Batman. I've like played through most of Arkham Knight. I'm not doing those Riddler trophies. Don't even try. I did it. Don't worry. I 240%ed it before, okay? But I just wanted to feel like Batman for a little bit because the new Superman movie got me riled up for the new DCU. Also, new Lego Batman game coming out. But why do I like Batman? Man, I think that's a very good question. I think a lot of people. Interesting. I scroll on TikTok, but I notice I think a part of scrolling TikTok. I'll be honest. I use X or Twitter. I don't know why I called it X first. That's bad. I should just call it Twitter straight up. But on Twitter, people are always like complaining. They're like why why like this new Superman sucks. Which I think is rage bait, engagement bait. Kind of. Ooh, we're circling. It's like how people are. Kind of make things up for attention, and people don't really believe in what they say. That'll probably be a different topic, honestly. But back to why I like Batman and Superman is that they really do. I think they represent the good side of humanity, where you put your trust into people, or you put your all. You follow your own code. You understand why it's good, like what it is to be good. The no kill rule, the new Superman movie where he saves that damn squirrel and people keep putting that stupid reaction image of that people, I hate you, Superman, and he saves the Mr. Squirrely. But it's kind of how it's good to be human. It's oh fuck, it's something that we should be proud of. And I like to take that into my own, into my own life, where, it's good to trust people. It's good to help. There's no reason to leave anyone behind. What am I talking about? Why do people like things? I don't know. I like Kingdom Hearts. I like that game. That game's fun. I want to get. It's on sale on Steam right now. It's $60 for all of the games, but I will probably skip. Will I skip Dream Drop Distance? Maybe. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm gonna get rid of these balloons. Put this fairy lantern in here so I can carry this. 5 balloons. That's pretty heavy. Why do I like Kingdom Hearts? I think Disney's cool. Okay, wait, hang on. I like the stuff. I don't know. Disney's pretty weird. They're a pretty strange company. I don't know if Mickey Mouse is gonna hunt me if I post this on YouTube now, but I don't know. I think Sora ties into that kind of like innocence, maybe childlike wonder, which I feel like is something that we all kind of yearn for. I sound so preachy. Can I just be chill? I don't know. Maybe that's why I'll do things, so I have like stuff to actually talk about instead of being like, you should play Kingdom Hearts so you can learn how to live. Which sounds annoying and pretentious. Maybe it's true though. Yeah, shout out any 30-year-olds who played Kingdom Hearts when they were 10. Now you're 20. I mean, now you're 30. That game's 20 years old. But oh, yeah, I like checking things out for the value of it, which I think value definitely means a lot of things to a lot of people. But I think to me, where it's like, if something like, I say Kingdom Hearts, honestly, something like that has made such a great impact on other people, I think it's something worth checking out. I think there's a lot of, like right now, a lot of things are kind of like, check this out, it's niche, you need to have your own thing. But and people kind of just want ownership over something rather than really show their appreciation for like a work of art. It's definitely very strange to see people just kind of like be like, yeah, I know of this thing, So therefore, that's where the value comes from, where it's like, I feel like if you really like something, it can really make a difference to you. Liking something is a lot more than just saying that you like it. It's kind of understanding why you like it. You know, like why do you do that? I ask that a lot, like why. A lot of times to get out of doing things, so I can, so I don't have to do it. But I think asking why is very important, so you kind of avoid being almost too shallow. Not too shallow. I think that's very demeaning. A lot of people do this on accident, but it really, you should really be asking yourself, why do I like this? Why am I doing this? Why do I feel the need to do something like this? I'm gonna probably use this. Oh, I so did not need to do that. That's whatever. A little less weight. But yeah. Asking why, I think it'll give you more like fulfillment into like understanding like why you do things. I feel like it'll become a lot easier. I mean, not easier, but it'll open a lot more doors once you understand, you know, the importance of things. And I'm just blabbering because I don't know where to go right now. I have an idea. I really hope I could stand here. Okay, good. If I couldn't, I think I would have died. I think that would have been the end of the run. Which, ooh, I was gonna say I'm a little afraid of. Anyway, the exit's right here. So, I do have an idea. I have a word for this episode. I think is a little, it's kind of fun to be a little mysterious. Maybe it's a little performative. Performative is crazy. Interesting times we are now, where people really can't like anything without it being performative. Like, you're either like really, if you're too niche, no, you either have to be too niche or like mainstream. And if you're like kind of niche, people will just call you out and you're not allowed to like anything. Just kind of crazy with the gatekeep culture. I like, no, never mind. I can't say that. I could be lying. I would like to see if I got sub-hour. I'd like to say I did. To throw this away. I'll eat some of it. But yeah, let's do this to make this a little faster. But yeah, the word, we'll see. I think, well, you'll find if anyone finds the video, it'll happen before. You'll see the title of the video before you get to this point. So I don't know, maybe I'll change the word, maybe I'll just put the date. Yeah, I'd like this to reach an audience. I think it's as much as I say I like being comfortable in front of people, I think it's different with an audience. An audience, depending on what you're doing, doesn't really talk back. They're kind of just there to watch. And it's a different type, maybe, of loneliness. Maybe that's what I'll feel after I post this and get 2 views. Yeah, 7 seconds. 5. I'll talk about that maybe in the next one, maybe tomorrow. Maybe if I have anything to talk about. But I think, wait, hang on. Oh, wait, you guys see how long it took me for this, which was, Jesus, wait, that is the fastest I ever completed this. Okay, well, that was fun. That was loud. It peaked the mic. It went red. I don't know if the entire video is gonna be being like this. I'm not gonna edit it at all. But thank you for watching. If you made it this far, if anyone's watching.